Hello, today I'm gonna show you Koreatown, which is located not far from Kyoto railway station. This place is located about 10 minutes walk from Kyoto railway station. Since there's the station nearby, lots of tourists visit around the place, but this place is different. Nowadays it looks much better than before and there are more modern buildings around, but still retains the atmosphere and the buildings of those years. Here used to be slum areas and there was no address. Korean people who came to Japan earlier started to live in this place at the beginning of the 20th century. Japan colonized Korea in the 20th century, and then many Korean people emigrated to Japan and settled in this country. Since then, there are many Korean communities across the country, and one of them exists behind Kyoto railway station. At the beginning of the 20th century, many large-scale civil engineering works started around Kyoto station, like the railway construction works, tunnel construction works, and so on. At that time, many Korean people started to live here in search of employment, but they lived illegally. Because of that, houses in this area don't even have addresses, so there were no sewer system and electricity. Earlier, maybe there used to be more such roughly built houses, but nowadays most of such houses are demolished and built new and modern buildings here. Here is the restaurant where you can try Korean food, but I'm not sure if it's still open. There is Kyoto Station where the tower is located. This building maybe used to be a supermarket, but now it just lies in ruins. This shop sells kimchi. There are shops around where you can buy various Korean things and food. This is the community center. I just came to another Koreatown in Kyoto, but as you see, here looks a bit scary. But it seems to me that people still live here around. Here is the entrance to the second Koreatown, which is called Utoro. Here used to be a house with many signboards set up against the walls, but within last or this year the house was demolished and it fell into ruin. In this area, Korean people started to live before World War II. At that time, it was decided to build an airport not far from here. Almost 2,000 people came here for the construction works, and among them there were about 1,300 Korean people. There are signboards which used to be set up by the house. In this Koreatown used to be a workman's shack, and many Koreans work at the construction site lived here. During World War II, the airport which had been built by workers was destroyed. After the war, Korean workers were ordered to leave the place, but who didn't have enough money to go back to Korea and didn't have any place to go, remained here and illegally lived here. But sanitary conditions were really bad here. This is the building where work some organizations which support Korean people in this area. Formerly, there was even an organization which is supported by North Korean regime. Something is written in Korean language on the wall, but I don't know the language, so if someone knows it, please write on the comments. What is written here? I just came back to the Koreatown behind Kyoto railway station again. Today in both Koreatowns the population is aging and more houses are abandoned or demolished. Now you see more new modern buildings here.